What up, folks? This is your boy Dino, aka your Solid Five,
And Nikki T, the Bay Area creep,
and we are the Boot
the
Crew.
Boo Crew, boo.
I'm so scared.
So scary.
So we got a fun one for you guys this week. This one's it's called the Escape Room 2017.
That's right.
There's a lot of them, so there's a lot of escape rooms apparently, but
Yes,
we did this
beware.
one specifically.
Be aware of which
Yeah,
one you pick.
I mean you'll see the picture on the fucking on the the on the channel and stuff, so you'll know which one it is.
So
Um,
this one's directed and written by Will Wernick and written by Noah Dorsey. Not too known for too much stuff actually. Will's done things like Follow Me, Safer at Home, Break, and Valley Heist, and what's crazy is that I see Noah Dorsey. He did animation for Cat Williams,
oh
Obama versus Osama, and NASA.
wow.
I was like, what?
Well, Follow Me is also a good one to have like on your record because that was a when that movie came out, it was pretty popular.
Follow Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I never seen
Um
it.
it was a cool concept, it's kind of like one of those like modern sort of like I don't know, spiritual, not really spiritual, like it's like a demonic but like force, but it's also kind of ghostly.
Yeah,
Um yeah, it's I'd recommend it at least watching it once.
good to know. I'll
Yeah.
check it. I'll definitely check it out then.
So we got so the premise of this movie is a girlfriend just throws a party for her boyfriend, um, and she gets invited to a escape room, and that's the premise of the movie basically. And so we'll get into like all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
basically the title says it all.
yeah. So as I said before, so Kristen and Tyler are driving through the city. I think it's Sacramento, right?
Yeah, but it starts out fucking.
Oh, what the guy? Yeah.
Yeah, it starts out as a guy trapped in a rim trying to figure out a puzzle box.
Yeah, there's
And
like two cylinders. Well, yeah, he's holding the box and he's trying to unlock it. He finally figures it out,
yeah, and a
and then
double-sided key comes out of
double-sided
there.
key. Yeah, so one's gold, the other one's black, I think.
It's like gold and silver.
Gold and silver, yeah.
Yeah,
And out of the two cylinders, he's only got that one double-sided. So he's got to choose wisely,
yeah,
you know. And there's no
yeah.
like I don't. They didn't show any kind of clue of like which one's the right one.
No, you just have to guess it.
You just had to
That's
guess
what it
it.
looked
So
like.
yeah. So as he guesses the gold key or the gold side, he gets stabbed like instantly with like a needle
Yeah,
and gets poisoned and falls over and dies.
dead. Kill
Dead.
one.
Yeah.
First step,
Kill
right there.
one
That's it.
already.
We start.
I like it already. RIP to the nameless dude. um, so it's kind of like it's like a not as creative Saw, I guess, but
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sorry, before I skip by it, and after he dies, the killers look as the killer's watching him die, and it shows a brief screen of Kristen Wallace
yeah, it shows her
on
like
the
ID
monitor.
or something like that or
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah,
is.
like
Yeah,
like information, and then boom, title screen.
yeah. So he has like a list of people he's like going after, I guess.
Yeah, he's on the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's
And
like
it's
a second grade Saw.
yeah, it feels like there's no rhyme or reason to his like victims. Just kind of who knows? They
Just
don't
random
ever.
people.
Yeah, just random people. So that's when we get Kristen and Tyler driving to the city, and he's kind of like, "Hey, how do you feel like moving in with me?" And she's like,
Yeah,
"What? Like, I thought you hated like girls coming over to your house."
yeah, like all of a sudden.
Yeah, or at least her. um, and then they're on the way to his like surprise birthday dinner, and that's where they meet all the friends. Which we also have Natasha, Tabby, Conrad, and Anderson. Also, there's I forgot to write her name down, but there's an additional friend of the group. But
What was her name? I didn't get her name.
I forgot to write her name, but she was only on a few scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
like the dinner scene, and then a little tease at the end. So they're chit chatting, and then there's not really much going on at the party except for, or the dinner, except for like them talking about whatever, just having some laughs and shit. And then she busts out the gift for Tyler, and
Yeah.
what that gift is a invitation to the escape room cards,
Yeah.
and they all get one except for the
The Asian chick. Is she Asian?
Asian chick. Yeah, she's the Asian chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was all bummed out about it later on. Um,
Yeah.
but Kristen also reveals that the way that she found it was researching other rooms, and then that package got sent to her via mail. Then she figured out this Morse code, which gave her the website key to you know get finish the invitation so they can go
Yep. Solve the
and
riddle.
solve the riddle. She's already
It's
one
funny
smart
too.
cookie.
It's funny too because like during the whole fucking dinner scene and shit, you got some crazy vibes coming between Natasha and Tyler.
Oh,
You
dude,
know,
she
and it gets really uncomfortable quick.
yeah, she's dude, like this entire movie, she's I fucking am like she's
She's too
just
much.
yeah, it was way aggressive.
She's like, dude, she's too much, man.
She's like so in love with him, it's crazy.
She's obsessed. She's like super obsessed with this guy.
Yeah, and her husband's right there. Anderson's right there.
I feel so bad for him. Yeah, I put Anderson as a poor sap.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of a choice, like you kind of find that out later on.
I think he
Um,
knew. He
yeah,
knew though.
they all knew like some shit was going down because we'll get into that shit later, but like
That's why he's such a poor sap.
I actually wrote that down too. So Natasha obviously in love with Tyler.
I put
Um,
Natasha obsessed side piece, jealous bitch.
yeah. Um, so they wrap up the birthday dinner. They all go outside. They say goodbye to their Asian friend.
Yeah,
Uh,
and she says she has a sexy party to go to
It's a
instead.
sexy
So
party. She's got the what do you call those masks? The masquerade mask.
yes, that's
Yeah.
what they're called.
So basically, a sex party.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
like literally. And so that's when they all go into the creepy van. Oh well, yeah. There's actually that scene even before they all get to the party where the dude leaves the trap building or whatever that is, gets into the van, drives towards the restaurant, waits for them outside, and then that's when we get everybody crawling into the van. At the very end, saying goodbyes.
hmm
Um, and then that's when again they have this little brief like friend circle chat. Um, well, that's when she reveals the puzzle, right?
yeah,
And then so they're headed to whatever the destination. Apparently, it was a long time too because they were sitting there for a while talking. They drank a whole bottle of champagne.
yeah. They
So
got fucked up.
so it must have been what, at least like 30 minutes to an hour,
Yeah, I had to be like kind of drive.
unless he was just driving around for a while, let him get drunk.
No,
Because they were still like in the outside of the city.
yeah. They were close to the city still. Could
Um,
have been just driving around in circles until he set up everything he needed to do.
or just wait till they get a little buzzed. Because even at one point, Anderson's like, I don't even care anymore. I'm a little buzzed. Let's do this.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Probably
um,
just getting them all liquored up.
all nice and loose it up, loosey goosey. So they all they park, and then Kristen blindfolds everybody. Well, she actually makes everybody give up their phones, wallets, everything. All ID, whatever.
Yeah,
All goes into a box even before they get to the van. And then so just so there's no trace of whatever. And then as they about to get out of the van, she blindfolds everybody and she leads them all to their so-called doom. Each person, well, not each person. Tyler waits. Tyler is in his own room. Conrad,
wait. Did you catch okay, so when she's blindfolding everybody and she's about to blindfold Tyler, and Tyler was like, remember Tyler says he's like, oh, why aren't you blindfolded? That's cheating.
Oh yeah,
And,
she's like, oh, I don't
and
cheat.
yeah, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I don't. She's like, yeah, she's like, I don't cheat or something. She
Yeah.
said something like that, like, and it was kind of like a hint, like she knew
Oh
he
yeah.
was fucking cheating on her.
I think they all kind of gossiped with each other at some point. They all kind of knew like something was up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it just had that kind of vibes to it. But yeah, she of course she
Like
knew.
everyone knew they were fucking everybody else.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, fucking Tabby and Conrad were just all over each other this whole movie. But so yeah, so
Yeah,
Tyler wakes up, not wakes up. He takes off the blindfold. He's like in this like TV slash like I
it's like in
guess
the
newsroom or
like a
entertainment
clock
room.
room. I call it the clock room because it's just clocks over the wall.
Well, clocks,
That's
but
the,
but there's a bunch of there's like a graveyard of TVs in the middle,
yeah,
and then there's a wall full of newspapers.
yeah.
So it's a weird like I guess newsy kind of room or whatever you want to call it. Conrad and Tabby are in this like
It's like a
what do you,
med room.
yeah, it's like a med room, but they hold bodies and shit. Um, and then we got Anderson and Natasha in the trophy room, I guess.
Yeah, I call it, I thought it was a study. One or
Yeah,
the other.
it's some weird I don't know, bunch of weird shit in
Like
each
the
room.
same thing. Trophy room study. It's all the same thing.
Yeah, well,
Looks
because
like
remember they had the bear head and stuff like that.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't really matter what they're but they're all in different rooms for the
yeah.
most part.
Trophy room. But yeah, because I forgot that bear head's up in there.
Yeah. Um. So Tyler's, you know what's funny about this was when he like flips the switch. Did you notice like he's about to open the door, and the
Yeah,
door
the
is
door. He could have. They could have left right there.
yeah he could have just walked out.
Yeah, I realized that when it happened. I said that whole entire time they could have just walked out.
He could have
They
just
probably
walked
flipped
out, and
that switch
well,
and walked
everybody else
in.
would have been stuck, but he would have been able to leave.
Yeah,
Which he probably, if he would have known that, he would have just done it, because we learned later on that Tyler's a fucking asshole. So,
yeah.
uh, not to be ominous about that, but
No,
uh,
dude, Tyler sucks.
yeah, he's quite the character. Um,
So he knocks that switch on, and that's when the clock starts. They
the clock
got one.
starts,
They
all
got
the
1 hour.
power's on. Yeah, I got one full hour. Not a lot of time. Like I would have been dead for sure. I'm not a puzzle solver, so Resident Evil was hard for me sometimes. Um, and then he also sees like a combo on the one of the doors too. Can't figure out like how to open it though. He doesn't know where to start to look for these numbers.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they got Natasha Anderson. They're tied up together, so they're trying to figure out how to untie themselves so they can get separated.
right, because they're like
And
tied together, right? They're like in a weird like
they're like knotted up.
yeah.
But
Um,
it's weird. They're like some weird knot tingling thing. They were tangled up. That's what it was.
and it's funny because in the next room, Conrad has like this like
It's a
a chastity
chastity belt.
belt. Yeah, yeah. And
It makes sense too. Like fucking like so this guy must have been doing this research to know that fucking like this motherfucker needs a chastity belt. Like
yeah,
that's how sexual their relationship is.
he
He
must have like stalked him for a while. It was like
had to do some heavy research for that to
that
happen.
was actually pretty. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. Like he knew these people or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. He did it. He did his work.
I love how
So,
like the whole time like Natasha like hates Anderson.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything he does, she's like super pissed about it.
Now she fucking dude, oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Tyler and Natasha are like the worst people.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, hands down.
and we'll get there, but like they just end up turning to be just the worst. Just the worst, dude.
Oh yeah,
They deserved each other.
yeah. They should have just I don't know, man. They should have ended it together and just not been there, but
Oh god.
or
So
died
like
together.
so like what happens? Like on the chastity belt has a lock code and it's 4 digits. So they're trying to figure out what what code has to deal with sex.
And of course, yeah, I love how they
Some,
figured that out so fast. And they're like,
somehow they guess it.
well, he guesses it. He's like, she's like, what? She's all
She said
fuck. And he's
fuck.
all, yeah, he's all no. And then she's already on her knees. And he's like, oh, head. And then she like, and then but then they have to use convert that to numbers.
It's
So,
crazy, dude. Because it's like, what are the chances that you're gonna fucking guess that?
oh, dude, I would have been there like for the longest time, like
Like
at
seriously,
least 10 minutes.
like seriously, what are the chances? Like you would have just like guessed like head,
Yeah.
like fucking come on. But hey, they got it.
Well, I like for like it's funny because when she said fuck, I was like, that was my first guess.
Yeah, it's hard.
But
Same here. I agree with you.
it's
I was
funny
like that.
because as a guy, it's like,
I
well,
was like
heads,
that has
yeah,
to be it. I was
And
like
she
that's it. That's the
she
one.
she
Yeah,
it's funny because when he saw head, she was all, well, once we take this off, we'll talk about
I know.
that.
Yeah, I wrote that
No,
down
that's the
too.
answer. She's like, oh yeah.
Fucking so obsessed with sex. That's what I
Right. Which is, I don't know, kind of funny though.
got.
And then uh Tyler sees a combination on the door. Oh, and then finally Natasha and Anderson kind of figure it out. Well, actually, Anderson kind of plants the seed for Natasha to figure it out.
Yeah,
And then,
so I say Anderson figured out most of it.
yeah, because he
Natasha,
was like, was it, well, we can't go like around each other. We can't go like over each other. So like, what about through each other? And she's like, that doesn't make any sense. And then finally, she's like, oh wait, no, you're actually kind of right. And then she like puts her hands like through his and all this shit.
yeah,
Like, she has to like pull the wires through the metal and stuff like that,
yeah,
and it actually unlatches and well,
yeah,
just
yeah.
the ropes. So she figures
It's
that out.
it's separate. Then Tyler's in the next room trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and all of a sudden the um, the
The
fucking
latch
the eye thing on the door opens up, and boom, there you go, Anderson in the
cutting his
next room.
finger.
Yeah, he almost lost it. Yeah, I know. Seriously, that thing. I'm surprised he didn't get his fucking hand chopped off. To be
Good
honest,
old little jump scare.
that was a jump scare. Cause fucking it
Well,
didn't.
kind of because the thing like pushes open hella fast and like because remember he's like looking, he's like getting closer to it, and
Yeah,
all of a sudden it's all and he was like, "What the fuck?" And because I think he's like he's trying to like touch it or something like that, or I forgot what he did.
yeah. I was probably just fucking trying to figure out what the hell it was.
Yeah, and then it opens really fast, and then that's when they figure out the next puzzle, which is the clocks on the wall.
Yeah,
Tyler
yeah,
can't see him, but they have to tell him like the hours for each clock, like what
yeah.
time it
Trying to
is.
figure out the order of the number because
Yeah,
each clock is stopped on a different hour.
and then so he gets it wrong the first time, but then nails it the second time, which opens the window, right?
Yeah, it opens the door.
Or is it just the door? Okay, yeah.
It opens up the door, and then what opens up the window is the paintings. They see
Oh
the
yeah,
paintings.
the food chain.
Yeah, yeah. It turns out to be the order of the food chain, which I thought that
Turn.
was interesting.
Yeah, see, like as much as I want to do actually do an escape room, like I don't think I'm gonna do good at all. Like I'm probably not gonna get past like the first room.
I
Like
really want to try one.
me too.
I really do. Like it's something I've always wanted to do with the escape room.
Yeah, I
So
wonder. I gotta look up the prices and shit.
yeah, we might have to put that one on the list. What's all funny is that food chain one. Like I was just playing that in Resident Evil.
Yeah, we
Just the
should,
same shit.
dude. We should do an escape room and like do an episode on it and see how well we did.
That'd be sick.
And kind of branch out, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they figure it out pretty quick because each picture is different weight. Also, each animal is more
yeah. I think it
stronger than the
was.
other.
What was it? It was like a rabbit, a
There's a
fox,
rabbit, fox. I think the last one was a wolf or something like that, or I don't know.
a wolf, and something else.
Yeah, I forgot what the third one was.
Me too. Yeah,
But
well, close enough. You got
yeah,
close.
they
Yeah,
so once they do that, you hear like a series of like things behind the wall, like opening or
yeah.
something, and then
Like
that's
the
when the
triggers.
window or the atlas, the rolled atlas pops like flies up, and then that's when we see the window to the med room, and you
And
see
you, and you,
another combo, but you see they can't hear they can see them, they can't hear them.
yeah.
They're
You
all just
see,
making out.
yeah, just fucking. I swear. You know what? That's so fucked up too. Because like, imagine if that was like the actual business. You know, and
Oh
like
yeah,
you're just like pre fucking in this escape room is just so fucking fucked up.
there's just like shit everywhere. Yeah, and it's
This is
funny
fucking
because Tabby is Tyler's sister too.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just fucking disgusting. That's all it is. Just
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah.
I'm
It's gotta be
all
weird for
I'm
him
all
because he's like watching his sister like basically fuck her boyfriend. You know.
I'm all making it like realistic. Like you shouldn't do that in the real escape room.
Um, and then
So
they
like
go to the clock puzzle in the main room, right? They can't figure out where to go, but he figures out that only a couple of the clocks on the wall have hands on them, and some don't.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but before that, they when they open up that window and they see Tammy and Conrad in there, they notice on the wall that there's a word, a fucking like a fucking a blank word on the wall, which
Right.
all lit up, and then that's when they go try to figure out how the hell they're gonna get in there. And Natasha's just like, and Natasha's like, "There's no door to get in there," and then fucking
Yeah, because
smart,
Anderson's like, is that a door? He's like, or does like that's got to lead to the other room, you know?
yeah, yeah. Natasha disagrees with him because she hates him so much
Yeah, she just
that she wants him
blows
to
him
be
off.
she wants him to be
It,
wrong.
it's so funny because like when he's like, hey, take the clocks off the wall, let's figure this out, and then they find a little frame for the door, and
Yeah,
then Anderson's like, oh look, there's a door.
yeah, yeah. He's like, there was a door right there, and he
It's so funny.
looks directly at her too, and she gets pissed off.
I love that though.
They fucking hate each other, dude.
Yeah. Well, she's a fucking bitch, dude. I mean, come
She is.
on.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see more of her later on. So fucking smart ass Tyler decides to take off the clock, and he takes off, and then he takes off all his tape and reveals the door that's right there,
And then
and
there's
knows
another
what there's a
keyhole.
keyhole.
Yeah. That's when they take the hands off of the couple of the hands off the clocks. They figure out
Yeah, how did he figure that out? To take the fucking hand off
because
the clock?
some of them only had one hand.
Yeah, he was fucking plucked it off. And that was it.
Yeah, so he took them off and so he like noticed that one and then he like wiggled it and it was like loose.
Yeah, he's
So
so
he's
wise.
like, I know he's actually hella smart for being a dick.
Such a wise character.
Yeah, he's such a smart asshole.
Yeah,
So once they pop the door open, that's when the TVs come on, right? After they get the guys into the room.
now that as soon as they pop the door open, they notice that they go on the door and they say, "Hey, what's up?" Blah blah. But then they notice that on in the room that I don't know how do you describe that. The
It's like
word
the
that
Jeopardy panel, kind
yeah,
of.
the Jeopardy panel on the wall is turned off, and they were like, "Why is the light switch just on?" And then they start fucking with the door, don't they?
Yeah, they close the door again and then it comes back on.
Yeah.
So they have to figure out why that's happening. Um, and I forgot somebody figures out that like
Hold on, real quick. We gotta go back. So, because this is important too. So, because we missed it. So when Taylor when the Taylor gets inside when Tyler gets inside the trophy room the first time, Anderson ends up pointing out what's on the table, and it's a playing card.
oh right, the
So
key.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he found the playing card, and for some reason Tyler takes it. And then, so that's the first he found one card right there, and then and as they're looking for the lock key to open up the med room, Anderson once again finds another card behind the clock, a
Okay.
mystery card. Yeah, and then and then Tyler takes it again.
Yeah. See, I would have like I don't know, dude. Like again, not good at puzzles and shit. So I would have been like, I don't need to take this.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. But yeah, they found those two playing cards before they get into that medicine room and get Tabby and Comrade. And then during this, like fucking like when Anderson leaves the room real fast before they go into the med room, fucking Natasha's like hitting up on fucking
I'm Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like fucking back the fuck up. You know,
Yeah, he's just hella
like,
mean to her.
what? Yeah, he is fucking a fucking douchebag to this woman.
Yeah, dude. Hit it and quit it, you know?
Yeah, there are some fun. There are some. I can't wait till we get into some good shit between fucking what Tyler does and Natasha because man, he just fucking really just fucking dogs her out. But,
But even before they figure out the next puzzle, that's when they
so
see Christian
so
on the
you are right. As soon as they unlock the med room, the TVs turn on and they see fucking
Kristen.
Christian naked in the cage,
Yeah.
and then it goes up to the Jeopardy ward.
Yeah, and then they had to figure out once the door closes again, they got to figure out what the word is because it's a 9 letter word, and then somebody like kind of figures out that like it's a date. Um, he was like, "That's he's all." They look at one of the newspapers, and he's like, like a dead celebrities of this year, or something like that.
Yeah,
And then they're like, and then they figure out
it's a
like it's as the date of that date for that day, which is his birthday, and they
yeah,
kind of put two together for a crossword.
yeah. It's all funny too because another before when they're walking out of the med room to go look at the papers and shit, fucking Natasha's the last one to walk out. She fucking rubs all over fucking
Oh
Tyler
yeah,
again.
actually all over his chest. Yeah, I was like, this bitch crazy though.
There's a lot of Natasha fucking going around in this fucking movie.
Well, she had
And
admits later on that she wanted to get caught. Remember? So
yeah, as she says that towards the end. I
yeah.
think she just has. I thought she says out of guilt and breakdown, but I put Natasha won't stop. So yeah, then
um,
they look for the birthday clues in the paper, and then
Oh
and then
well, even before that, remember he takes the key from the crotch from the chastity.
oh yeah,
They point that out.
there's a card in there.
Yeah, there's another card
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Then
Yeah,
they're like, they're all like, we don't want to touch that. He's like, oh, it wasn't actually on my dick.
yeah, yeah.
He's all,
So
fuck it, I'll take it.
they find now they found
Three.
the third playing card now. But for some reason Tyler's taking all these fucking cards. And you know, like he already stole two from Anderson.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, and then he fucking took the third one and shit.
To me, it was just so wild that he was like smart enough to get him.
Just a fucking dick.
Yeah, he just wanted him.
So how did he get to the when they figure out the clue as narcissistic notes? How did
Well,
he get
because
that?
remember it was his birthday that day, and then so they go by the year also. Like, so they look at like 80. I don't know which year it was, like 80
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
But so they look at October 24th or something like that. I think is his
yeah,
birthday, and then they
something like
go
that.
to like his actual birth year, and it was because Anderson figures out it's a crossword puzzle, like an answer for a
Mm-hmm.
crossword puzzle. So that's why they go to his birthday year, and that's when they see the clue, which is another word for narcissist or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Natasha's actually the one that's like, well, what if it's not even a word? It's just like a song or something like that. And then she's like guessing, and fucking Tyler's like, it can't be that one. What are you talking about? He's just like being a dick to her.
Yeah, yeah. First she says fucking ego. She says egomaniac. That's what she said first,
Yeah,
and then
which
that
was
shit was,
actually a good guess.
and then yeah, that shit was wrong.
Yeah. And then she's like, could it be a song? And then he's like, no. And then Anderson's like, well, it should have been your theme song, and that's what the answer was.
Yeah, and then fucking Tyler is like clink. He's all bling. A light bulb fucking pops up, and he's like, "That's it, theme song. Pop it in there."
So he points to the newspaper to every word, which is kind of fucked up because, well, actually, Conrad's the one that volunteered to like
He
go
wanted to
back
do
into
it.
the
Yeah,
room. Yeah,
he told Tyler. He said, you know, let someone else do something for once.
yeah.
You know, and so they volunteered to go into the room, close the door, and then input the word. You know, as
And that was the last
while
time we
Tyler and
saw
Natasha,
Conrad.
yeah, while Tyler and Natasha and Anderson watched from the other side of the window because that's all they could do.
And then the room gets filled up with like acid gas or something like that.
Yeah, it's acid. I put acid fog.
Acid fog, yeah. And it was crazy because like it was kind of cool to see them like melting, you know?
You know how long it took them to notice they were fucking melting when they were fucking making out?
Yeah, they're starting to like fucking melt.
Like their skin was already boiling and they were still kissing. And
Yeah,
I was like, are you fucking serious right now, dude?
it's all for effect. They would have felt the show way longer, way ahead,
they would have felt that
like
shit
right
immediately,
away.
dude. They
Yeah,
would have, yeah. Like
it was
fucking,
just
there's
all
no
for
way.
effect.
Like fucking, that love ain't that good, baby.
Those fucking hormones, man, are flaring up. And it's funny because even like after all that happens, they die, right? They fall over and die, and Natasha blames Anderson for everything. She's like, "It's all your fault." Like they're fucking because like he was gonna go. So what happens is that he goes to open the door, and the key breaks off, and so
Dude,
they can't
and
pull the door open.
that slow motion scene when he remember he runs to the door and it's all in slow motion.
No, I don't remember that part.
Like fucking like as they're melting and shit, like fucking okay, like
Oh
as they're melting in the room, like fucking Anderson like runs to the door, but they fucking do this slow motion epic scene of him running
yeah.
for no fucking reason, and then the door is fucking closed. He can't open it, and he's just like it's like why was I even in there?
Maybe because the movie was only an hour and 20 minutes.
I,
They're like, we need
I
those 3 minutes, man. We need those 3 minutes.
I even wrote down. I said pointless slow motion scene. I said why?
Why, Nixon? Why?
But yeah, dude, she looks at him with like pure disgust, and I'm like, what a fucking
Oh, she fucking
asshole.
hates him, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Like she looked at him like with like disgust, dude. Like I feel so bad for him. I
Yeah,
really
he
do.
actually, it's funny because, like, out of everybody, like, he's probably, well, I mean, so Tyler and Natasha are obviously the worst. And then the other three are just kind of there, they're just friends. So that like the other guys didn't do shit except for Natasha and Tyler. Um, so anywho, they freak out. They don't know what to do, and then I think it was Tyler has a bright idea about the ventilation. So that's when they start looking for a vent to crawl through,
Yeah,
and they find it. Tyler finds it like in the back corner, and that's when they crawl through
crawling, crawling,
and
crawling,
crawling, and they fucking find another puzzle
and they find and guess what? They find another card.
and a card. Yeah, so that's
They found this
crazy.
card quick,
Yeah. Well, they're trying to wrap this movie up.
and of course, and fucking of course, fucking Tyler takes the card too, and fucking puts it around his pocket.
Yeah, he's like, oh, safekeeping right here. Just
Yeah.
while everybody else dies, while
Yeah,
everybody else dies, I'm gonna
not
keep these
you like
cards.
I would have been like, dude, if I was there, I'd be like, dude, give me one of those cards. Can't,
Yeah, yeah, right.
can't hold on to these motherfucking cards.
um. So
This I thought this is hella funny because like this is like when he really kind of loses it on Natasha.
yeah, because like first is Tyler, then it's Natasha, and then Anderson's having a really hard time keeping up. He's
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
think he's taller or something. I don't know, but he's like having a really hard time crawling through.
he's having a rough time getting through that bit. But like fucking like so when it gets to this puzzle, I'm like fucking like Natasha's like kind of like going like a little crazy,
Well,
and
because
then
remember she fucked it up like twice
yeah,
before.
but then Tyler like hella like pushes her out the way. He's like, get off the way. And he fucking is like, get the fuck out the way. And
Yeah,
he just like shoulder her.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he's just like Jesus. And
Like what the fuck?
I thought this was hilarious. And then like she tries to play the puzzle and it's wrong. And he's like, what are you doing? Fucking yelling at her and shit, making her feel like shit, dude.
Yeah, he's like losing it on her. I was actually kind of laughing about it because I was like, damn, like he fucking hates her too. It's just so funny because like she hates Anderson and then fucking Tyler hates her.
Dude, he does not like fucking Natasha at all.
And then so Anderson actually figures out the puzzle because it's some weird uh
It's
d-
like Greek gods or something like that. It's
yeah, I
like
forgot it was something weird, but like
that's
Egyptian thing I think.
yeah, Egyptian, yeah.
So he figures it out right away. He's like, oh, I know what it is. And then even Natasha's like being a dick to him. Or no,
Yeah,
Tyler's made it to him, and then she's like, he's actually good at this. Let him do this.
yeah. It's like all symbols and shit.
Yeah, and then he figures it out, but the fucking these the vents are being cut off by like
Yeah,
blades.
yeah.
So
They start hearing events being shut down. He's like, "Can you hear that?" And they hear like just shuddering
yeah,
all the way
yeah,
down.
and the little like room that they're in, not even a room. It's like the I don't know, sit down, whatever you want to call
It's
it.
like a little fucking. It's just a little ventilation area. I don't know what to call that.
Yeah, but it's like it's basically only like only them two could fit in it because like
Yeah,
it's so small.
yeah.
And so he gets stuck and he gets fucking chopped in half right in front of Natasha too.
Did you notice when like when they're trying to get out, they're trying to like rush out of the vent. Did you notice that fucking Tyler fucking he saw? Did you see like there's a scene where he's like pushing fucking Natasha's head like fucking like out of the
Yeah,
fucking way to
yeah,
like
he's
to get out of the vent. Yeah, he's all shoving the head all the way, and I started cracking up. And then fucking and then Natasha and Anderson's like, help me, and then Natasha just says, fuck you, and takes off and leaves him there to die. And I thought, and she watched him die, dude. She totally
yeah,
left him. She totally left him. So
fucking
poor guy. But now his pain's over, so he can still
right
live on in the spirit world.
away from fucking that bitch.
Yeah, he can live his life now.
um, yeah, so he dies. Fucking.
Oh, yeah,
So this is another crazy part because like they
right here. I put Natasha as the worst.
yeah he's
This is where I thought she was the worst.
it's a toss up
Like,
dude between her and Tyler.
they're fucking
They're
they're the
equally
same.
I think the
They're the
same.
same, yeah.
And then so she has the bright idea. As soon as they get out, they're freaking out, right? And she has the bright idea. She sees the wires hanging out like from the TV,
Yeah.
and so she noticed that they're primary colors, and she's like, "Oh, well, you got to mix them to fucking make different colors, right?" So I forgot which the order was, like red and yellow. It was like orange and
Yeah, makes perfect. Well, yeah. She became an electrician all of a sudden.
yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, and then it plays so it turns on and it plays the
Teddy bear picnic.
Teddy Bear Picnic, and which Kristen knows that that's one of Tyler's. He hates that song.
Dude, that song would drive you nuts in an
Yeah,
expansion.
it's dude. Yeah,
In that kind of environment, that song would fucking drive you insane.
yeah. So he he's like,
And then,
fuck,
and then,
man.
and then like the whole time this is happening, like Christian is watching all of this from her cage.
Yeah.
So she's
So
watching all this
she's like
shit.
crying and shit when like everyone's dying,
Yeah, she could hear it. She's watching it. And there's nothing she could do.
and
You
she's
know, just
naked too. That's so fucked up.
yeah, but fucking naked. They like to show that in the movie too a lot.
So once it's funny because once he's like, oh, Teddy Bear Picnic, he looks straight at the bear and he's like, fucking. So he runs over there, looks in the mouth and reaches in there and feels the lever. But then as soon as he starts to pull it, he notices that the
The
thing's
door's
going
opening.
down. Well, the door's opening, but also I think he does feel
He
the
doesn't feel it.
bar.
I don't think he felt it yet.
It,
He just did he feel it? I don't
no,
think he
he
felt
did.
it.
No, he did. That's why he let
Okay.
go is because he wanted her to take over. He
Well,
knew.
he let go because she's like I can't do it. She's like I can't do it, and then he's like let me do it. I'll do it. Then you get over there
Well,
because she
but
said I
it
can't
shows it
do it.
touch his skin though.
Yeah, but I don't think he noticed it.
Maybe I don't know. I think he's such a dick. I think he did notice it.
Maybe,
But
maybe,
anyway, so he runs over there. Because I think he knew that like if he would have like held it, like he wouldn't have been able to get out.
maybe. I don't know. Cause I wrote down the door is too heavy for Natasha to open, so they switched. 'Cause I know she was complaining about the door being fucking. She's like, I can't
Yeah,
hold it, and then fucking that's when they fucking switched,
dude,
and he
I'm positive he knew. He
and
had
then
to
he
have known,
and then,
and that's why like because even like when she's like remember when she let go, she freaked out. She's like, there was something like pushing on my arm or
yeah.
whatever, and then he's like, look, just fucking pull it. I'm gonna hold the door and then you can run out,
He
and then
didn't tell her to run out. He just told her to stay there. He's all
Or
just
he's like, hold it so I can get out, whatever. And
yeah,
then,
he's all just hold it a little bit longer. And then, yeah, he fucking just fucked her
but
over.
then, like, instead of just like, kind of like pulling himself through the door, like he like fucking, he like pulled the door completely open to break her arm, like, like he wanted that bitch to get stuck, dude. He
He
was
did.
just like,
He did.
see, that's
He
what I'm
did not.
saying. That's what I'm saying. He knew that he was gonna fuck her up, so he
He
just,
did not care about her. He like it had like a close up of his face, and he was like, "I'm sorry." It just like slammed that door open, dude. He
so
fucking,
peace out, bitch. Yeah, he fucking just snapped her arm.
he fucked her up tough. He left her. Her ass is now she's dead for sure. She's gone.
Oh, she bled out. Yeah,
She gonna die
her
there.
arm just ripped in half.
Oh man, that scene was brutal though. He totally fucked it over.
So he runs into this little like, it goes straight. The door goes straight into like this like very narrow hallway, which has four monitors. You know, each victim, and surprise, he's got all four keys.
Yep, who would have thought?
Who would have thunk, right? So yeah, he gets the first one wrong, but then he figures it out. And there's like a timer too. You can hear it like clicking.
Yeah,
So as soon as he gets it wrong, it's like it clicks faster. He's like, "Oh fuck!" So he starts freaking out. You know, he gets it right. Door pops open, and that's when he goes into another room, which has a chair, and he sees like a bigger monitor of Kristen there, and he's only got like 3 minutes, so he's like freaking out. And that's when he sits down. He's like,
he
he's
just
basically
loses
like
it.
he loses it. He just fucking yells at her. You know, he's like, "It's all your fucking fault. You know, all
Yeah,
our friends are dead." Blah blah.
he just loses his shit and just blames her for
For
everything.
everything. He's like, "You fucking knew." Blah blah
And then she's like, she doesn't know what the fuck's happening right now. She's like, oh, I just want this to end and this and that, and blah blah.
blah.
And
I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah, and then like for some reason in his head he thinks that fucking she took him there on purpose to kill him because he was cheating. So like his guilty conscience ate him away at that point.
Yeah.
You know.
So so at this point, like he's only got like a couple seconds left, right? So doesn't he push save him, like save
Yeah,
himself?
yeah.
And then
They got two decisions: to either save themselves or save the other person.
and
So
she also clicked to save him too, right?
she put save him, and he put save himself, and he ended up boom,
Yeah,
fucking
he gets
needle
like
through the
a
heart.
yeah, like a fucking spike or some shit going through
Yeah,
his um
right
well
through his
deserved.
gold point. Because yeah, fucking Natasha and Tyler deserved everything they got.
Yeah, every yeah, even more
No
probably.
joke,
Even
no
more.
joke. I even wrote that. I said fucking Tyler got what he deserved too.
Good riddance. Um so we got kind of this like weird ending. We get so Kristen gets released, but she's like in a U-Haul van or a
Yeah,
U-Haul truck, um, like across town. She's like by the river or some shit. I don't know,
yeah. Like about
um,
like yeah, exactly like a reservoir or something.
like a reservoir. Yeah. So she's completely naked, so she's like running around like fucking freaking out.
Yeah, I'll be freaking out
She
too.
finds a payphone. She calls 911, but in the middle of the call, that's when the hacker, the dude, like interrupts the
Silly.
call. There must have been like a key phrase or something because she's like, "I'm Kristen Mills" or whatever. And then remember that's when like the phone like he like took over.
Yeah, yeah.
So like unless he just knew that he can just hack that because he was close to her.
Probably hacked. I think he just hacked it. He knew because he was watching it the whole time.
Yeah. So he just he hacked it. He's taunting her like he's like, so who really got free? Was it you or was it your friends? Like I was like, yeah, what a dick. Um,
Hey, he's talking to her over the phone and he's talking all his shit, and he talks about and at the same time it's showing the sex party that the Asian chick went to.
yeah.
So he's gonna kill her.
Oh yeah, he's killing everybody in that
So
party.
what's he doing at the sex party? What is he doing? I was trying to figure out what the hell like what was going on with that. Was that like a whole fucking game too?
Oh yeah, he's going from like series to series. Like his, I don't know. So we don't know why he's like we don't know why he's hunting all these people down.
So was the sex party an escape room?
It kind of looked like it because it looked like at the very end, it looked like one of the girls was like in a trance state. Like she was like standing on a chair or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like she was gonna jump out the window or some shit. I don't know, but she. So it looked like it was just starting when he was like finishing taunting with Kristen.
Yeah, it got weird at the end.
Yeah, I didn't, honestly, in my opinion, I didn't really like that ending, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and
Um,
then after, then she just blacks out.
yeah, she just passes out.
Yeah, she passes out and the movie's done. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that's it, folks. Everybody dies but Christian.
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. I actually like this movie, um, except for the ending. The ending I thought was like,
Ending sucked.
yeah, I felt like they should have just like let her escape, and that was it. Like, I don't think because like sometimes you don't need to know who the villain is.
Hmm.
So I think that's one of those rare cases to where like you don't need to hear from the actual bad person themselves. They're just crazy.
Yeah, the ending, just the ending sucked. Like they could have left out the whole phone call shit.
Yeah.
They
If
didn't
they would
have
have
to
left the
have
phone
that,
call thing, I would have been happy with just her escaping
and that would
and
have been
calling
it.
it.
Boom.
Yeah. And then
But they had to put the phone call in there, and for some reason they had to have her fucking pass out.
yeah,
She was so overwhelmed with him talking, like she just blacked out. So then he just fucking it just sucked.
the
Oh,
ending just kind of ruined it for me, honestly, because I think the rest of the movie was fine. I
yeah,
felt like I felt the movie was actually entertaining for the
it
most.
was entertaining.
Yeah. I think
But
each character played the role
that's
pretty
why I wanted
well.
you. That's why I wanted you to watch it. I thought it was entertaining, and it had some good humor to it. I think
Yeah.
because fucking the way he treated fucking Natasha was just crazy. You know,
Fucking psycho, dude. So how many kills we got on this? We got the four
four,
plus the guy in the
four or five,
beginning. Yeah, so the five in the yeah, five all together.
5 kills. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 good kills.
Yeah, and they all had a purpose.
Yeah. Who was your villain?
Probably Tyler is the
Yeah.
number one dude. But I mean, you can argue that Kristen is also because she's the one that brought them all there by
Um,
accident. But
I, I was gonna say, yeah, Tyler and
because she knew
Natasha.
that she knew that Tyler was cheating on her, so like I think she wanted to fuck with him a little bit.
I would say Tyler and Natasha are the villains.
Yeah, they're I mean they're number one. Like
Christian was just getting justice.
yeah, at least she survived, right? Although she had to
Yeah,
sacrifice three of her friends to fucking
yeah.
to get
Well,
there.
we think she survived. Anything could have
True.
happened. Everything could have happened to her. Passed out, fucking naked
She
in
shows up
front
at
of
the
a
sex
door.
party in fucking part two. Oh man, see, dude, I'm telling you, if the ending wasn't there, I would have enjoyed this movie even more.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Just the ending plopped.
Yeah.
That's all.
As far as like ratings go, how do I want to rate this? I think that the ending kind of ruined it for me.
Hmm.
Like I wanted to give this a three at least, but the ending like kind of
That's
knocked it back for
generous.
me.
Yeah, three
So
is a
it's like
generous number.
now I'm gonna say 2.5
Okay, I'll give it a 2.
because I like everything else about the movie. Like I like the writing of it. Like I like most of the characters.
Yeah,
I actually like the puzzle solving was interesting. Like it
yeah,
felt like an escape room. Like
yeah. I give it a strong 2. Like I said, oh well. Oh
I mean,
yeah, I'll give it a 2. It was good. Like it was like no, it was good. It was entertaining, and the acting kind of fucking was just some of the acting was just shit. But
yeah.
you got a couple of good actors that they try to do some justice. But
Like Tyler, I thought was a good actor. So I think Tyler is probably my
Tyler and
favorite one.
Natasha,
Yeah, they were a standout.
it's just because there was just so much. That's why they were just
Yeah,
drama.
what's up that made you feel though, right?
Yeah. Well, everyone likes drama, so fucking, that's why. But the ending shitted on it, but
Yeah,
so I give it a 2.
that's fair.
It had some cool kill scenes. The acid
Yeah, I like the
scene,
puzzles.
the acid scene was tight.
Yeah, it was cool to watch them melt and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
The
was
kills
okay.
weren't the kills weren't like great, but the melting one was pretty fun though.
Yeah, it was an okay movie.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I mean, I'm fine to watch it. It was good, good enough at least. Um,
Hmm.
So that being said, folks, that's it for this week. But if you want to get a hold of us or the podcast channel, um, I'm on the IG at Cali underscore DTL, or we got the channel itself, Beyond the underscore Ether on IG, or the email, boocrew2025 at Gmail. What you got?
That's right. I got my Instagram at Bay Area Creep, and that's all I got for you.
Yeah. Also, our YouTube's going strong, so please like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And please give us suggestions. We want suggestions. We're just kind of going we're kind of alternating each week. So next one will be my pick.
That's right. Shout
Um,
out to the Italian deli that's in Willow Glen off Lincoln for hooking us up
I
with
put I
some.
put the I put that information on the video for
Did you?
Night of the Comet. Yeah.
Oh, right on, dude.
So
So
we'll have that information on there. We shot them out, all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
please check them out. It'd be awesome.
they hooked us up.
Yeah.
They hooked us up with some free publicity.
Yeah, and it was popping that day too.
Yeah, yeah. No, a
Yeah,
fucking
everybody was all getting
party on the
drunk.
street.
So that's
So
Berticelli's La Villa,
that's right.
Willow Glen. Please check it out. Anywho, we are the Boo Crew, and we will see you next week. Peace out.
Peace out.